feels so like powerful in this headpiece. I don't understand it, but I do. Hi guys, it's Alexa, and today I am super excited to announce an event that will be taking place on my blog and a couple of my friends' blogs over the month of July. And that event is Summer of Sailor Scouts, which is co-hosted by me, C of the Novel Hermit, Cristina of Girl in the Pages, Sierra of SDavReads, and Kristin of Super Space Chick, and I'm so excited. We all actually met during this year's Love-a-thon because we discussed a mutual love of Sailor Moon, and from there this whole idea for the event was born, and we are so excited. And yeah, so the details for the event are going to be on my blog, and while I'll be primarily doing blog posts for it, I thought I would do a video for this kickoff post, which I'm really excited about because it's going to be the Sailor Moon book tag, which all of us collaborated on and came up with. Anyway, before anything else, can I just share how cute these Sailor Moon Funkos are? I actually only own 3 of them right now. Sailor Moon, who is super cute. And then I also have Sailor Mercury, who is my absolute favorite. She's also very cute. And coming along with Sailor Moon is Luna, who is teeny tiny, but who is also really adorable, and I freaking love it. I don't have the others yet. I definitely plan on collecting them, but I just wanted to get my favorites for now, and so I got these 2. So, without further ado, I bring you the Sailor Moon book tag. This is an original tag created by all 5 of us together in honor of Summer of Sailor Scouts. First question, Moon, a book that makes you hungry. And for this one, I actually chose a book that I own on ebook, and that is Out on Good Behavior by Dahlia Adler. It's funny because I wasn't expecting that book to make me hungry, but aside from the fact that Sam and Frankie eat a lot when they're together, there's also this one particular part, like a dinner party, where the characters actually eat Filipino food, and I was so craving Filipino food after I read it. I actually did an entire post about it for another event on my blog, which I will link to down below. So yeah. Also, Out on Good Behavior is a FF and a romance, and it's about Frankie and Sam and falling in love for the first time, and it's super adorable, and I would highly recommend reading it along with the rest of the Radley University series by Dahlia Adler. Second, we have Mercury, a book that features technology. And for this one, I decided to go with Their Fractured Light by Amie Kaufman and Meagan Spooner. This is actually the 3rd book in a series. I forget, the Starbound trilogy. This one in particular I chose because in this book, one of the characters is a hacker, and obviously that means he has a pretty good knowledge of technology, so that's why I picked this one. Also, I just really love the way that the authors concluded this story, and I think it's great. I don't really want to give a summary, but I will tell you it is about a girl named Sophia and a boy named Gideon, and I just so much. Venus, a book that made you want to play video games. And I really wish I could say that I had read like Ready Player One or Armada or Insignia, which all feel to me like books that would have made me want to play a video game. But I realized that the book I am currently reading actually has a part that makes me want to play a video game, and that book is Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire by J.K. Rowling. And the part that actually made me feel like I wanted to play a video game was the Quidditch World Cup, because I absolutely love that part. I love the description of the game, and I thought it was so fun, and it just makes me want to start playing video games again. Plus, there's also the Triwizard Tournament in this book, and I'm pretty sure that is going to translate into an awesome part of a video game. Mars, a book that is inspired by mythology or folklore, and for that one, I chose one of my new favorites this year, A Court of Mist and Fury by RJ Maas, and it is actually the 2nd book in the A Court of Thorns and Roses trilogy, which is basically about a girl named Feyre who gets swept off to the Fae courts after killing a wolf that is actually a Fae. And all that happens in the 1st book. Can't really tell you what happens in the 2nd book, only that it has a lot to do with the events of the 1st book, so you're going to want to read the 1st before you get to this one. I picked this one for this category because it's actually very much inspired by the myth of Hades and Persephone. It's so good, you guys. It's just so magical. I really enjoyed the new characters. I also enjoyed the fact that the world grew in this one, and I feel like the story is getting even better. So I'm so excited about this one, and I'm so excited for the next one as well. Jupiter. And this one made me laugh when we came up with this category, but it is for a book that gives you strong feelings. Now, I get a lot of feelings while I read, but it's very rare that a book will give me really strong feelings. And I had a few that I could have chosen for this answer, but I decided to go with one I haven't mentioned in a while, and that book is Torn Away by Jennifer Brown, and this book had me sobbing. It's basically about a girl named Jersey, and the whole entire book tells the story of what she has to go through after a tornado comes into her town and takes everything she knows and loves away from her. And oh my goodness, it felt so realistic. Jersey was such an emotionally resonant character, and I really loved that. So I really had very strong feelings about this story, and I just absolutely love the fact that this book had such an emotional impact on me, so I would highly recommend checking this out. Saturn is a post-apocalyptic book that you love, and I don't know if this one technically counts, but I guess so, because it's set in like a place that sprung up after North America was ruined. I don't know, you guys can tell me if it was wrong, but I chose The Hunger Games by Suzanne Collins. I've never reread the series, but I do intend to at some point, and I have to say that it is still one of those series that I think of and I have vivid emotions attached to it. I have vivid memories attached to it, and I really think that it's one of the smartest series I've read. I like the characters in it a lot, I like the story in it a lot. Though The Hunger Games is not my favorite book, I chose it for this one because it's the first book that introduced me to this particular setting, and I'm sure most of you know what it's about, but in case you don't, it is about a girl named Katniss who volunteers to take her sister's place to participate in the Hunger Games, which is basically a fight to the death against 11 other kids. It already sounds dire, doesn't it? It's really good, you guys. I really enjoy the series. And if I didn't say it yet, it is by Suzanne Collins. Pluto is a time travel book, and for that one, I chose one of my favorites, All Our Yesterdays by Kristin Terrill, which is one of the best time travel books I have ever read. It's about 4 characters, Em, Marina, James, and Finn, and well, I can't really explain it to you because it's very twisty and it's very unexpected, but suffice to say that I really enjoyed this one and I did not know what to expect from it, and I absolutely loved it, and I think everyone needs to read it. Uranus, a book that features elemental magic. For this one, I chose Sandry's book by Tamora Pierce, and this is the first book in the Circle of Magic series, and I chose it because in this series, the kids are discovering that they have these specific abilities, and most of them are tied to the elements, and I thought that was really cool. I fell in love with the series. I think a lot of people know about Tamora Pierce's Turtle World, but her Emelon World is just as great, and this book is basically the one that brings the 4 main characters of the series together, and those 4 characters are Sandry, Briar, Triss, and Daja, and they're very different from one another, and obviously there are a lot of shenanigans involved, but it's such a good story, guys. It's a good story of friendship, of discovering your magic, and all of that, and I really loved it, so yeah, definitely recommend this. Neptune, a book that features music, and for this one I went with Seraphina by Rachel Hartman. The main character is a girl named Seraphina, and she's a half human, half dragon, and this is in a time when dragons and humans are technically at peace, but then something starts up that, you know, is causing a conflict again, and it's up to Seraphina to help Captain of the Guard, the prince, figure this out. It's really good. I absolutely love this book. I thought it was amazing. Seraphina is a talented musician, so that is why I chose this book for this category. Next category, Tuxedo Mask, who I absolutely love in the anime, and I haven't read the manga in a while, but I'm pretty sure I loved him there too. Anyway, for this one, it is a book that features a masquerade or hidden identities, and for that one, it was easy. I chose Incarnate by Jodi Meadows, which features one of the best masquerade scenes I have ever read, and I absolutely love it. Anyway, if you don't know what this book is about, it is the beginning of a trilogy, which is already complete, and it is about a girl named Anna who happens to be the first new soul born after thousands of years. Everyone else has been reincarnated over and over again, and so the entire book explores Anna's journey as she tries to figure out her place in society and tries to create relationships with the other reincarnated souls, and it is so good, you guys. Still one of my favorite books that I have ever read, and that masquerade scene though, like I love it so much. I reread it every so often. See, sticky notes everywhere. Love this book. Rini is a favorite middle grade book, and for this one I'm going with Wonder by RJ Palacio, and it is so good. It is about a boy named Augie who decides to go to a regular school after years of not going to one, and it's because he hasn't gone to one because he has a facial deformity, and I feel like his parents were concerned, if I remember right. Anyway, it's such a great story of friendship, of bravery, of, you know, not being afraid to be yourself and finding the people who accept you for who you are, and I absolutely loved it. It made me tear up, and it was so good. It's such a powerful middle grade story, and I think anyone really, adult or child alike, will enjoy this one. And the last category is Luna, Artemis, and Diana, and the category is a book for animal lovers, and for that I chose Wild Magic by Tamora Pierce, which is the first in the Immortals quartet, and this one is basically about a girl named Dane who has an affinity for animals. This is the beginning of her adventure, and oh, you guys, this quartet is so good. I haven't reread it in a long time, but I do remember loving it. Dane is my favorite girl in the turtle world. I loved her affinity for animals. I loved her journey so much, and I think I could relate to her. I absolutely loved it, and as you can see, there are horses on the cover. That was the Sailor Moon book tag. I'm super excited to be able to do it for you guys and to be able to announce the Summer of Sailor Scouts beginning next week. And for this tag, I tagged my friend Rachel of Hello Chelly and Bonnie of A Backward Story. And if you love Sailor Moon or are interested in doing the tag, I tagged you. You guys can find all the related links below, and if you want to find me online at my other site, the other social media sites and all of that is also down below. I would love it if you give this video a thumbs up if you liked it and if you subscribed. Alright guys, till next time, bye!